semis going by, and tour buses, and a couple of old Model Ts as well. Yes, I was waiting as the evening wore on, and then around midnight it got quiet. When the bell tolled in the Avon town steeple. Or was it someone hitting a casserole dish? We'll never know. I didn't have time to find out. At midnight, I saw the distant headlight of an approaching train. It was coming in fast. It was the old North Coast Limited, coming through town, eastbound, and soon after that came another one from the other direction. It was the westbound Empire Builder, both of them running on what I had thought was a bicycle trail. I walked over there and I saw no rails, just asphalt, and then I heard another train coming in. But this one slowed down and came to a stop. It was a steam engine train. Did I forget to mention that? Pulled up with 14 boxcars and 3 coaches, and out of the engine came the engineer. It was an orangutan. And out of the caboose came the conductor. It was an elephant with a lantern in his trunk. And there were chimpanzees, and there were dogs, and there were more elephants, and there were llamas, and there were elk, and wapiti, and caribou. There were no people. And they dragged out a big tent, and they spread it out, and the elephants pounded in the stakes. They raised their tent, and from all over the countryside, coming in on the roads, you could see cows, pigs, chickens, dogs, cats, parakeets, or macaws, as the case may be. Yes, they came in and they bought tickets, the animals did. They bought some popcorn, and they went inside to see the show, which, as it turned out, was a man, a poor man, a naked man. And he made to perform, and he was being poked at by his trainer. A seal was running this man around, tossed him little bits of sushi, made him run around in a circle, in the circus ring. And these cats came running at him, and they jumped up on his back, and they did somersaults. Yes, and they jumped off a trampoline, and they did backflips over his head. And then the trainer made the man stand on a platform with one leg raised. And then he made him do a headstand. Ooh, that was painful and embarrassing too. And the audience just went wild. The dogs loved it. The dogs thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. And they made him play a tune on a series of horns there. And then the trainer cracked the whip, and the naked man climbed up a ladder up to the top of the tent as a team of horses pulled in a big tank of mud, or what you hoped was mud. And the trainer gave a command, and the man dove and landed in what we hoped was mud. And he climbed out, and he was hosed off, and that was the end of the show. The audience clapped, and the elements pulled down the tent and packed it in the train. I grabbed this poor man. I told him I'd help him escape from his life, run around naked, diving into mud. And he just looked at me and he said, "What? You give up show business?" So, he got back on the train, the whistle blew, the engineer got back in, and it went away, leaving this whole ring of grass beaten down. I thought about it that night, and I just decided to tell him that aliens had come. A big revolving ring had landed, and little men with antennae sticking up out of their heads. It seemed more believable than what I had actually seen. A train coming down Lake Wobegon Bicycle Trail in Stearns County. You ride that trail, be careful. Look over your shoulder. A dark night in the city that knows how to keep its secret, but one man is still trying to find